turned it around and did it the opposite way, someone become upset. Well, you're supposed to give bread first and serve the cup, or you're supposed to give the cup first and serve. I did that one time. I heard more complaints than you know. I heard a pastor complain because I used crackers and coffee in the hospital because the man wanted communion. So I used crackers and coffee. See, we need to focus on the giver. Second thing Jesus does is give thanks. It reminds me that I need to have an attitude of gratitude. Do we give thanks? See, three things about remembering to be grateful for. First of all, is Jesus' sacrifice. When we come to the table, we are to remember one who gave his life as a sacrifice for the sins of the world, for you and me, and give thanks for that. See, that's the first step. First step is we need to thank Jesus for the sacrifice they did. Secondly, we need to be grateful for Jesus and the resurrection of my life, in my life. Sometimes we need to recognize that where would we be without Jesus' resurrection? Where would we be without Jesus? There's times we need to remember the power of Jesus' resurrection in our lives. Not just at Easter, not just at Maundy Thursday, not just at Christmas, but every day. Be grateful for his resurrection. The third thing we need to remember is the blessing and the relationship that God has given me. You see, Jesus changed the whole metaphor of relationship with God. In Acts 2, they broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad and sincere hearts. You know, I've noticed this in 30 years of ministry. When it comes to communion, I just question, are we really grateful? And are we glad and sincere in our hearts as we take it? You see, around the table, relationships are formed and nurtured. When we were gathered, I'm talking of our family, one night for a big meal, we were all there, and we were quiet, until someone says, this is the quietest they've heard our family in a long time. Because normally when we sat around the table, we chatter, and talk. Except for me. But anyways, relationships are formed around the table. They're nurtured. The third thing Jesus did with the bread was he broke it. You see, thirdly, we need to remember we're called to a life of relevance. He broke the bread. Why did he break the bread? Why did he? Did you ever think about that? Why do we break the bread? You know, a lot of times I'd rather use a loaf of bread and pass around than let everybody break it. Of course, in today's world, as John says, you got to wash hands. Flu, everything. So next week we're going to pass out gloves, plastic gloves. No. It was that as we break bread, we're able to pass it around and share it with others. You see, it reminds us that we need to come to a place. I do not just eat for myself, so I can focus on my needs and desires and dreams.